this is Ed from Musica Lessons. And Neil Young recorded his tune Heart of Gold in 1972 off of his Harvest album. It's his one and only #1 hit. And it's also, Rolling Stone magazine has ranked it as one of the top 500 songs of all time. Now, if you want to learn a little bit more about the song, check out the blog post. There's a Wikipedia link that'll take you to more information about the tune. There's a YouTube link that will take you to the video of the tune. There is also a link for the tabs where you can get the lyrics and the chords. However, I did create a chord chart for you, so I encourage you to check that out so you can follow along for this lesson. It'll make things a whole lot easier. There's a song spec section also in the blog post that takes you through writer's credits and some of the information that we've already discussed. But it also has tempo markings. It has the chords and the techniques that we're going to use. Plus, there's playing tips that'll describe in detail the things that we're going to talk about in this video. All right, so grab your guitar and I will take you through some of those playing tips, the chords, and the strumming pattern. Heart of Gold is a must-know song. It's one of those songs that has crossed generations, and if you start strumming the chords to this tune, once you play that intro, people are going to start singing along. Now, a little known fact is that on the original recording, the backup singers are Linda Ronstadt and James Taylor. All right, now we're in the key of E minor. You can tune down if that key doesn't work for you. Otherwise, you can use a capo. But we're only dealing with 4 chords here, so it's gonna be fairly easy for you to pick up and decide what you want to do with it. You can use some finger strumming techniques. I am going to take you through a flat picking version of this tune, which is more true to the way that Neil approached it. And we're going to take a look at the chords next, and then the strumming patterns. We're in the key of E minor, and we're using all open first position chords. These are standard garden variety chords. Okay, so you've got the E minor, the C, D, and the G chord. Now, I use a 4-finger version, as you can see here. You can use the standard 3-finger version like this. You can use a 2-finger version where you drop the first finger and use the pad of your second finger to mute the 5th string. Don't get too hung up with the chord voicings. The only voicing that is pretty true to the tune is the one that's used for the E minor for the intro, and we'll go over that in the intro section of the tune. All right, now basically the strumming technique, it's just an alternate strumming technique that Neil uses on this tune, and we're going to approach it the same way, where we're just really using up and down strums, you know. And on the up strum, you don't worry about catching all 6 strings. You just want to catch the top 3. If you catch the top 2, that's okay. If you catch the top 4, that's okay too. You're really just trying to get... You just want to get that 8th note strum pattern going, and you're going to be fine throughout. The rest you just interpret organically. You know, you just kind of react to the way the singer's singing it and the way that you're feeling it at the moment. You're going to be fine. The intro is 4 measures long, and it uses 2 chords, E minor 7 and D. And we first start out with a pentatonic riff. Now here what I'm doing is I'm playing the 5th string open. I'm hammering on with my first finger, 5th string 2nd fret. Then the 4th string open, hammer on and pull off with the 2nd fret, 1st finger. And then the 6th string becomes beat 1, so that's got to land on beat 1 right there. Now I'm playing this E minor 7, and I'm using 8th note down strums to a D chord, and then your garden variety E minor. Riff again. And that's it. It's all 8th note down strums. And you just do the little pentatonic fill. You've got the two versions of the E minor chord. You're set. So work on that, and I'll see you here for the verse. The verse is 6 measures long. It's a 2-bar chord riff that is repeated 3 times. And the chord riff breaks down to E minor, C, D, and G. Each chord gets 2 beats. And all I'm doing is doing my 8th note alternate strums. I'm adding some anticipations. I'm really loosely feeling the chords, because if you just chopped wood, it would sound like this. And that, you heard it just doesn't sound good. So you want to organically feel the chord changes. You can use anticipations, you can use some up strums, and create your own strumming pattern, but it is based on those 4 chords and that 8th note strum. All right, so work on that, and I'll see you back here for the chorus. The chorus is 8 measures. It's a 4-bar chord progression with a descending bass riff at the end that repeats. All right, so we're keeping our same alternate strumming, and again, organically feel your way through it and react to it to make it sound human. You really don't want to make it sound mechanical. Okay, so the first measure is E minor, then a measure of G, a full measure of C, and on the 4th measure you have the descending 8th notes. So here I'm playing the 5th string 3rd fret with my 3rd finger, 5th string 2nd fret with my 2nd finger, to the 5th string open, to the 6th string 3rd fret. Now I'm going to use my 2nd finger here because I want to fret the chord. And that's it, so just work your way through that. You have 1 measure of E, 1 measure of G, 1 measure of C, and the little riff to the G. All right, come back and we'll check out the instrumental section. We're at the instrumental section now, and the instrumental section is a 4-bar pattern that repeats, and it's repeating 2 sections that we've already covered. One is the verse, so it's using the 2-bar riff from the verse, and it's using the 2-bar riff from the intro. Okay, so the verse, the first 2 bars, 2 beats of E minor, 2 beats of C, 2 beats of D, and 2 beats of G. Now we're not doing the pentatonic fill. We're just going to go to that E minor 7, and then we finish it with the garden variety E minor chord. Okay, so here you've got your 1st measure, 2nd measure, 3rd measure, 4th measure, and that's it. 8th note strums. You're all set. outro begins with a 2-bar pattern that is, it's the intro chords, except that they're stripped down now. It's just a measure of E minor, 2 beats of D, and 2 beats of E minor, and it repeats. Followed by the chorus, but just one time through. One measure of E minor, one measure of G, one measure of C, and you slow down. And then you do the little bass run down to the G chord, and you're done. All right, so work on that. I hope that you enjoyed learning Heart of Gold. If you like this tune, I would suggest that you check out the music of the backup singers, James Taylor and Linda Ronstadt, as well as another popular group that Neil Young was a part of, Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young. They made some wonderful music, some great recordings. I'm sure you're going to enjoy them. Thank you for hanging with me. I'll see you here next time.